When this photo was taken, Lucy Letby had already murdered 7 children. The people smiling next to her at Christmas drinks were colleagues at the hospital. We've blurred their identities. They apparently didn't suspect a thing. But others did, including Dr. John Gibbs, who worked alongside Letby and who demanded her removal.
I think that needs to be looked into. Partly, could we have stopped Lucy Letby earlier? And I think some of the parents of the babies towards the end will be asking that. But then once we realised, we had great concerns about Lucy Letby and she was removed from the neonatal unit, why did it take 11 months for the police to then be called in? But that's something that we paediatricians have to look at for why we didn't stop her earlier. But also the managers need to answer for why it took so long for the police to come in. People were trying to hide a problem, people were concerned about reputations and so on. I think the managers, to be fair, have to answer for that.
Dr. Ravi Jayaram also worked at Countess of Chester Hospital and also raised his concerns. He gave evidence during the trial. And in a Facebook post he wrote, "The truth of what happened during that time will shock you to the core as it comes out. There are people out there now still earning 6-figure sums of taxpayers' money or retired with their gold-plated pensions who need to stand up in public to explain why they did not want to listen and do the right thing, to acknowledge that their actions potentially facilitated a mass murderer, and to apologise to the families involved in all of this." Those questions will form a crucial part of the independent inquiry ordered by the government into the murders.
I think this is one of the really shocking things that happened is, as you say, that doctors repeatedly raised their concerns and that didn't lead to the action being taken that you would have expected. This is one of the things that clearly the inquiry, I think, should look into.
Lucy Letby's crimes were singularly horrific, but she was also part of a system too. The inquiry will ask whether that system failed and whether the cost of any failure was the lives of newborn babies. Tom Cheshire, Sky News.